Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Do you own a trucking or a freight company and you want to start working with the government? Well, in today's video, I'll walk you through how you can navigate SAM.gov to find trucking opportunities. I am Humam and you're watching GovCon with Humam. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's go. So I will start by navigating to SAM.gov. And here I can press on contracting and then on advanced search. I like clicking on advanced search because it gives me a lot of filters that I can use to narrow down my search. You see here at the top that we can use keyword search to find what we are looking for. You must know that the keyword search in SAM.gov works only for keywords, so you have to really type the exact word that exists in the listing. Otherwise, you will not be able to find it. So if you make any spelling mistake or if you just happen to type the keyword that doesn't really exist in SAM.gov, you will not be matched. So my recommendation for you is to lean more onto NAICS codes. So let's start by looking at that. So you find it by clicking on product or service information, and after that you can type in the NAICS code for transportation and freight. There are multiple websites that you can use to find the NAICS code that best suits your business. You have the NAICS and you have census.gov. So let's say I go here and I go to the 2022 NAICS search and I type transportation. I get a list of NAICS codes, but again, as you see here, you only get the keyword. What we have done at SAM Search is we try to compile an easy to read list of all the NAICS codes that you can use. So I will just navigate there real quick. You can find them by visiting samsearch.co/blog/NAICS, and here you find all the trucking NAICS codes. As you probably know, a NAICS code is a code that varies in length between 2 to 6 numbers, and each time we add a new number, the code describes something more specific. And in our case, the NAICS subsector that we are looking for is 484 because this resembles the sector for truck transportation. And as you can see here, if we add, we get general freight trucking, general freight trucking local, etc. So I want to make this as broad as possible. So I'll start by using the NAICS subsector 484 in SAM.gov. So back to SAM.gov, I'll click on product or service information, and here I can type in 484, and then I will get the whole NAICS subsector for truck transportation. And as you see here, we got 37 results. You can read through all of these 37 results because there are not so many, but I do recommend you to add additional filters to narrow down the results and maximize the usage of your time. So if we go to notice type, I recommend you to choose solicitation, combined synopsis, and solicitation if you are only focusing on active opportunities that you can submit bids to and start working with the government. If you are new to the government contracting world, it could be very nice for you to start looking into sources sought and start establishing some relationship with the government. And it could be quite important to keep an eye on pre-solicitation because you will be ahead the curve and be ready for the new solicitation once it drops. So after adding these 3 filters, we got 26 results. I still think that you have to filter by date, and this is really up to you. I think the next month could be something reasonable, and here we see that we narrowed down the results to only 9 results. If you are a small business, it could also be good if you add a set-aside code such as total small business set-aside, and this narrows down the results even more. And of course, you have place of performance and other factors that we have to look into. We can go ahead and click this opportunity We can note all the important details like the office, the type of it. This is a solicitation. It can be important to start looking at the response date. And then looking at the NAICS code can be also important because you can see if this is really your specialty, or if you could maybe have some sort of a subcontractor that would help you with this opportunity. Usually we get the place of performance here, but we can't see anything here. Here in the description, we see the purpose of this contract is to provide the Coleman National Fish Hatchery located at blah, 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 California, with 4 diesel semi-tractor with 4 drivers for immediate use in transporting up to 8 million fall Chinook salmon distribution during May 19th to May 26th. And then here we have the solicitation document, and this is really where the work begins. If you think that this is maybe something for you, you would have to dissect this document, read through the statement of work, read through all the details, and try to see if this is something that you can actually help the government with. It's usually very good to some sort of a connection with the contracting officer. And in this case, we don't have the phone number, but we have an email that we can send questions to and use to get the conversation going about this opportunity. The process was not so straightforward when it came to narrowing down the results to our niche, but there is an easier way. You can use AI-powered search to quickly find what you're looking for without the need of adding a lot of filters. So here I can just write freight transportation contracts, and I will add my set-aside code just to make my life a bit easier. And I will type enter. And immediately you see that we get a very nicely put layout where we have an AI-generated summary that gives us an initial idea about this opportunity. So what I usually like to do is I like to click on active only. What is unique about the AI-powered search feature here is that it understands the context of your sentence. So if you misspelled the sentence, or if you didn't really write the exact keyword that existed in SAM.gov, you should be able to find all of your opportunities here, and all the filters that you see on SAM.gov are also available here. So we are even capturing opportunities that are mislabeled under another NAICS code. So in this case, you see here that we have the NAICS code for other metal container manufacturing, but the title clearly says container freight. And here, if we look at the description, the Department of Defense, through the Defense Logistics Agency, is seeking quotes for 22 units, container freight G with a delivery deadline of 120 days. So using this powerful search really allows you to find opportunities that really allows you to find opportunities a lot easier. So let's try and find the same opportunity we had on SAM.gov. I think it was this one. Here we can see a very nice summary of this opportunity. What I really wanted to show you here is that we have an attachment summary feature, which is very handy for you. You don't have to go through the whole solicitation and read through it. You can just click on the summarize button, and then you'll get a nice summary of the solicitation documents with key points. You get the size standard if you are a small business. You get the set-aside code, the quote due date, the period of performance. A lot of really nicely put key points that will help you to decide a bit faster if this is something for you or not. And then if you really want to dive deep into this opportunity and ask more questions, with a click of a button, you can click on Ask SAM Search AI, and then let our AI answer all of your questions while having the opportunity to the left side by side. I usually like to know what is the statement of work. And here we get all the details about the statement of work, and we get even the source. So if I click on it, it will lead me to my solicitation document. This is very handy if you have multiple attachments and you want to know from which attachment did the chat get the information. And then after chatting with SAM Search AI, if you think that this is something that you want to bid on, you can click on Generate Proposal, and you can let our AI draft you an AI proposal that you can get started with. That was it for me. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Have an amazing day and happy bidding.